Welcome to DasCafe, and I am Das. And at DasCafe, we serve good living. That's healthy eating, healthy bodies, emotional and spiritual health. I do the program in two segments. The first part is a cooking segment, but keep watching because the second part I talk more about healthy living and how you can achieve good living. So today we're going to prepare Kiwi berry bisque, otherwise known as fruit soup. Reminds me of my nephew when he came to visit me. He wanted to know what was I going to fix. I said we're going to have fruit soup for dinner, but he did like the fruit soup. So I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's very quick, it's very colorful for the holidays, and what I really like is you have so many fruit servings in one dish. Let's get to it. Well, we have a lot of fruit that we're going to put in this one dish, this fruit soup or kiwi berry bisque. I'm going to start off with cutting some bananas. It requires 4 bananas. And what we do is half the ingredients I'm going to put in the blender and blend it. The other half, I'm going to cut it up and put it in a bowl. And then we're going to cover it with the blended fruit. So I'm going to cut up my bananas. I already have some that are already cut, and half I'm going to put in the blender, and the other half I will put in a bowl, and then we will cover it with the blended fruit. So we've got bananas, we only got 4 bananas, and half the bananas in there, blend it up, and the other half I'm going to put in the bowl. Like bananas, good source of potassium. Then our next ingredient is kiwi, fresh kiwi. It requires 5 fresh kiwi, and we're going to cut them up. I cut it all but one, and I'm going to cut up the other one right now. Get those ends off. Then I just take a peeler. Now, unless it's very ripe, it will come off pretty easy. This is good. I like the kiwi for the color, and I also like the kiwi because it's an excellent source of vitamin C. Last show I talked about bone health. A lot of people don't realize you need an adequate amount of vitamin C in your diet, and you have to have it every day. Vitamin C is not a vitamin that you can store. Some vitamins you can store in your fat stores, but not vitamin C. So you need it every day, and it's important for collagen. It's a connective tissue for bone. So that really helps with our bone health to have adequate amount of vitamin C. And kiwi is that. And we make sure I get all the skin off. It's slippery in my hand. I'm going to slice it. I have all of my kiwi. That's good. Kiwi is gorgeous. Very attractive. That's what I like about this dish. Not only is it good for you, but it's pleasing to look at. Particularly during the holiday season, you would want all these brilliant colors. And then we're going to put the whole fruit in this very holiday looking bowl. And all the colors are going to be so brilliant. And what I like, once again, you get so many servings of fruit in one dish. This is good for breakfast or an appetizer. So let's get going. Adding the rest of my sliced bananas. The other bananas went into the blender. The next ingredient, I get sliced frozen strawberries. Now I get the frozen strawberries that are sliced but not with sugar added. Most sliced strawberries that you see that are frozen usually have sugar added. You can use fresh strawberries if you care to, but I'm going to put this in whole. And then We had 5 fresh sliced kiwi. Oh, vitamin C. Strawberries, another source of vitamin C. And I'm going to put half in the bowl. So we have bananas, or kiwi, a strawberry slice, and then the very next ingredient that we're going to put in, I use sliced peaches in their own juice, 100% juice. I don't use the peaches that are in syrup or even light syrup. I'm going to just pour this in the bowl. Stir this around. My next ingredient is a teaspoon of honey. I'll sprinkle that in there. Stir it around. The other ingredients, half of this, once again, goes in that blender. So let's do that. It's coming together. So now let's start putting the ingredients in to be blended. Got the bananas in the blender, and got the kiwi. Here's the rest of the strawberries already sliced. And like I said, I like to get frozen strawberries and or fresh that don't have the sugar added to it. When you get the strawberries that have the sugar added to it, they get kind of mushy. They taste good, but they get kind of mushy, and I don't like that. Two 15-ounce cans of sliced peaches. One I have in the bowl, the other going in the blender. And the last ingredient, boy, I am something. This is non-dairy eggnog. Now, the original recipe requires 1 cup of non-dairy milk, but I saw this eggnog and I said, oh boy, here we go. So I'm going to use 1 cup. Just about that. I think we give it a richer taste. Because in the original recipe, you could add some brown sugar and or raw sugar, but if I'm going to use this eggnog, I think that's it. And I will pour and last, I'm going to garnish it, some shredded coconut. Got some more coconut. I get 1 bag of that Baker's shredded coconut sweetened. I sprinkle some and garnish it with some slivered almonds. Everything is very nutritious about this dish. It is good to eat on the run. You can put this in the refrigerator and hold for a number of days. Now, got some strawberries to garnish more. And this will serve a number of people. You will get more than 6 servings out of here. Just got a fresh strawberry. That would be good. And I got it from my book, Finger Licking Way to Fight the Fat. I know your friends will enjoy it. I know my people at the soup party will enjoy this because it is a soup, but I call it kiwi berry bisque because you do have bits and pieces in there. And I know it'll be very colorful, particularly for the holidays, but you can use it anytime. It's a good way to start the day. Dietary fiber and or roughage is indigestible. Its main purpose is to aid digestion by moving food through the GI tract. You have two types, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber can help with lowering cholesterol and even help with blood glucose stabilization, which is good for diabetics. You can find this type of fiber in products, food products such as oats, beans, psyllium, vegetables, barley, and even citrus fruit, particularly the pithy part, which is the white part right up under the skin, the part that we like to peel away. Now you have insoluble fiber. Its main function is to promote movement of food material through the GI tract and to increase our stools and make them bulkier, which is good for avoiding or lessening constipation. This is one reason why I really don't support high protein diets, because they're very low in fiber. Yes, there are several products out there that you can use, but let's try diet. Now, the food sources of insoluble fiber are whole wheat, wheat bran, nuts, beans, seeds, brown rice, vegetables. Those are things that we can easily obtain in our diet. Again, fiber to the rescue by decreasing constipation, lessening chances of hemorrhoids, lowering cholesterol levels, can help prevent bacterial infection so you won't get issues with your appendix or appendicitis. It's associated with a lower incidence of colon cancer, less chances of diverticulosis, which is when the intestinal walls become weak, and it can improve your blood glucose control, as mentioned previously, by slowing digestion and the absorption rate of carbohydrates. The average intake of dietary fiber is 10 to 15 grams. That is way less than what is recommended, which is 25 to 40 grams of dietary fiber. So, to your health, make sure you take in more dietary fiber so that you can get the health benefits. Well, that's all for today, and thank you for joining me. And remember, at DasCafe, we serve good living. That's good eating, healthy, strong bodies, and emotional and spiritual well-being. So we have a number of shows planned. I want you to be there, so please subscribe and see you next show.